On this day in 2021, Arsenal signed Martin Odegaard from Real Madrid on a 6-month loan, before deciding to permanently sign him in the summer for a fee around £30 million. So, on this occasion, I wanted to talk a little bit more about him and his performances so far at Arsenal, whether he justified the investment, and what else can we expect from him in the future. But before we start, like always, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more daily content. Okay, let's go. You know what I think? I think Arsene Wenger would have absolutely loved to have Martin Odegaard in his team. He always reminds me of some of our players from that era, with his play style and how we played in general 10-15 years ago. Quick with his feet, good in tight spaces, loves to drag the ball and hold it for too long, loves to complicate his life, let's put it that way. You know, just a typical Arsene Wenger player. But all jokes aside, I think Odegaard was a brilliant signing for us. In fact, I think he was our best signing since Mikel Arteta took over. I mean, he must be, current captain and leader of this team, on and off the pitch. He's always available, and I really mean always. A lot of people don't mention that at all, but listen to this. I just checked, since he joined Arsenal in 2021, right? He missed 7 games in total for us. He missed 4 games in 2021 and 3 games in 2023. Unbelievable. I think most people don't even understand how remarkable that is. In total, he played 132 games for us so far in all competitions, missing only 7 games during that period. And someone will tell you, oh, I don't know, I'm still not convinced by him. Based on that injury record alone, he deserves to be called our best signing in the past 5 years. And everything else he does is just a bonus. Since he joined us in 2021, Martin Odegaard made 132 appearances for Arsenal in all competitions, scoring 31 goals and providing 18 assists. Martin Odegaard is also 4th most used player by Mikel Arteta since he came to the club, which is also an interesting fact. Off topic, but can you guess who are the top 3 most used players by Mikel Arteta? Okay, number 1 is Bukayo Saka, obviously. Number 2, Gabriel Magalhaes, and number 3, interestingly, Granit Xhaka. But let's talk about Martin Odegaard and his impact since he came here. In some way, I think we can say that since he joined us in January of 2021, it seems like from that moment on, everything started changing for the better. I'm not saying that it's solely because of him, but now, when I look back, we were absolutely dreadful for the first half of the 2020-21 season. How dreadful, you may ask? Well, let me remind you. Yes, I'm talking about that period, when we were all 100% convinced that it's over for Mikel Arteta at Arsenal, and we intensively started talking about who will be our next manager. 1 month later, we signed Martin Odegaard, and little by little, we stabilized the squad, and we managed to finish 8th that season. Yeah, that sounds quite tragic when you think about it. And the rest is history. He joined us in the summer on a permanent deal for £30 million, and to this day, I still don't get it. How we managed to sign him for such a ridiculous fee, especially in today's football when you see, no offense to anyone, but some 23, 24-year-olds who are still unproven and have never played in any of the European top 5 leagues, and their clubs demand 30 or 40 or 50 million pounds for the player. In fact, depending on what will we achieve in the future as a club, but if everything goes to plan, in 10 years time, I think people will start including Martin Odegaard on the best signings of the Premier League era list, knowing how much we paid for him and his impact in the club from minute 1. I've already talked about this, but I will say it again. For me, Martin Odegaard is one of those players who are simply, how to put this, when you watch him play, you can instantly see that he knows how to play football. He was born with that talent. It comes naturally for him. His movement, his control of the ball, his composure and calmness, his first touch, the way in which he receives the ball. He knows when to run, he knows when to stop, when to raise his head and slow the game if needed. What I'm trying to say is, you can't learn that stuff. No one can teach you that. You need to have some sort, or some level, let's say, of natural talent and feel for the game. And you are born with that, or you're not. It's the same thing as those Messi versus Ronaldo comparisons. Pure talent versus hard work, blah blah blah. But let's not get into that. But you see my point, right? Martin Odegaard is the guy when it comes to pure football talent and ability. And if you ask me, no other player in our squad comes close to him when we are talking about the pure technical ability with the ball. Not Martinelli, not Bukayo Saka, Maybe Gabriel Jesus can be included in that conversation because he is a similar player talent-wise. But for me, I still think Odegaard is by far the best player in that front, in our whole team, without a doubt. And that's why I'm still shocked to this day that we managed to sign him for such a low price, in comparison to some other deals that we see going through currently on the market. What's also impressive to me is, judging by his interviews, post-match reactions and other stuff that we could have seen, he really seems like a nice guy. Zero incidents, he's not problematic, he doesn't want to share his personal stuff in public. The guy is simply focused on football and football only. And we as fans are always glad to see that. And I think we can all agree that right now, there is no better person than him that we would want to be our captain and represent us, on and off the pitch. So yeah, these are just some of my thoughts on Martin Odegaard. No script, nothing. I wanted to make this video for a while now. And when I saw that on this day he signed for us, I said to myself, let's talk about it. But seriously, I wanted to make a video about him for a while now, because I think he's a brilliant player. Great personality, and it seems to me like we don't talk about him enough. He always kind of slips under the radar. I rarely see us giving him the credit I think he deserves so far. We always talk about Bukayo Saka, Gabriel Jesus, Declan Rice, William Saliba, Gabriel, etc, etc. But rarely do I see people praising Martin Odegaard for his performances and his impact since he came to the club, which is massive, absolutely massive. And honestly, I'm still a bit shocked about his injury record. Only 7 games missed since 2021. Unreal, I swear I've never seen that stat. I really didn't know that. All in all, that's it for this video. So goodness, tell me, what are your thoughts on Martin Odegaard? And how would you rate his time with the club so far? Write down in the comments. Thank you all for watching, thank you for joining in, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more daily content. Thank you, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.